Welcome to Poets from the Neighborhood. My name is Sandy Coomer.
And I'm Lydia Esmer. We hope you'll enjoy the poems we'll be reading today, poems written by your friends and neighbors. Rummage Sale by VeerajaR. What is it? Learning to let go or searching for nostalgic trinkets? What is it? One clearing the clutter, moving on, another seeking treasures, hunting for the long lost. What is it that nudges us to rummage, sweating on a hot summer day?
Stimulus by S.R. Lee. Wherefore? Moonlight, coffee, wind, chocolate, dawn, tea, rainbows, sugar, at fingertips or by rare chance. Cold water, fragrance of baking, sunlight patterning through leaves. But then why lethargic body, mind, heart waking, drugged with weariness or its opposite, oversleeping? Meanwhile, the daydreaming mind envisions plans, ambitious, lovely. The body stretches and squirms, feels the smooth sheets, the cool room. Rises, staggers, an uneasy balance, then off to morning chores of scrambled eggs, buttered toast, and the imagination begins to recoil with horror at the stimulus notions of a 2-mile run in the morning fog, or morning of baking a 3-layer cake, or finish the landscape painting, the child's Sunday dress, the attempt at a sonata. The whole person shrinks back, settles for the op-ed page of the New York Times, though the stubborn mind holds an image of moonlight, bright in the forest.
EF5 Tornado Tableau by myself, Lydia Esmer. From a mammoth cloud of darkness, mean as the devil's eyes, the wicked god of the whirlwind snakes down turbulent skies. Beware storm chasers who measure his stride, pursuing thrills with caution aside may forfeit your life by the end of your ride. He's bent on danger, that's for sure. Just hear the lion's roar. Hail, lightning, and thunder are the trinity he outpours. His mouth stretched open, he bites the dust with fangs a mile wide, spewing his venom along a path like a raging tide. He fashions sheer disorder, turning towns upside down, twists and strips, mangles and rips, pulls from foundations asunder. In his wake he leaves an eerie swath of trees naked and gnarled, a landscape bereft of its markers, so folks don't know where they are. Splintered wood and crinkled steel are features of his tableau, holding appeal for crowds that flow to showings of all that's surreal. Lifting his victims off the ground, a whirling dervish, he twirls them around, higher and higher in supercharged air, then lets them drop, devil may care. He sucks breath from the living and raptures with ruthless flair, so survivors spend days searching for ones who are not there. Those spared a mortal blow throughout this hellish phase are zombies parading their wounds in a daze with really no place to go. His fury spent, he folds up his tent and returns once again to the sky. Someday he'll be back with his doomsday sack, but darn if we only knew why.
Catching Rays by David B. Stewart. He flipped the pages of his book and never knew what time it took. Rainy days or sun and shine, you'd find him there till dinner time. Nearly hidden in the stacks, nibbling from his sandwich sack, he drank up words in gray and black and kept them, never put them back. Those words are stuck inside his head. I'm sure they'll be there once he's dead. So tightly jammed between his ears, to get them out would take him years. I find him near a bench these days, just him and Cato catching rays. Cato's what he calls his cat. Sometimes he can't remember that. I wonder what those words still say. They can't get out. They're locked away. He turns the paper in his lap and asks me, "Have you met my cat?"
Lilacs in the Rain by Lydia Esmer. Lilacs in the rain through my window pane, reminding me he's far away and calling hymns in vain. In the breeze they blow gently to and fro, but they cannot wipe away the tears that freely flow. Memories of love long past, like phantoms in the night, seize my mind and hold it fast until the morning light. Lilacs in the rain, mirror of my pain, telling me he's gone away and won't return again. In life's springtime you were there, your blossoms sweet and fair, inspired my heart to you confide its every woe and care. Lilacs in the rain, theme of my refrain, though my love has passed away, with me you shall remain.
I wrote the next poem, and the title is Collage. Remember how we used to sit in the sun and invite light into our skin, cooled by a west wind teasing the beech trees? You would say something sharp about politics, about global warming or corporate greed, about how God would hate the religion we name to excuse our wars. And I would think about your voice as it rides the dips and ridges of your convictions, and the way you pause, let the word weight rise as high as it can before gravity loops it, pulls it down with your solemn nod. Once we walked through the woods near the lake, and you named the turtles and ducks their proper names, red-eared slider, lesser scalp, as if to speak of them less formally would somehow take from them their earned status, their justified honor. I told you how I make birds with torn paper, glue each strip down on canvas, irregular and amorphous, until the shape of the bird pushes out from within the layers. And you nodded as if it was a royal thing I did, creating from the leftovers, the rubble, like we all do every day when we wake. Today I sit on the floor and the morning sun presses warmth like a quilt across my legs. I read your poems again, lifting them off the page with your remembered voice, and again I'm struck with how beauty is sometimes unbearable, how certain words tear the breath from me and others sew the wounds, each piece of me reclaimed in the silence. Thank you for watching Poets from the Neighborhood. We hope you'll join us again soon.